hit start. Okay, now we're gonna wait for it to load up.
Buenas noches.
I think it's okay. I think it's starting. Why is the picture not showing up? Okay, there it goes. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Oh. Okay, just freaking, just. I'm not gonna wait for people to come in. Just go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna explain it. We're just gonna go.
Piccolo walks so Vegeta can run.
Yes. Did Piccolo even just walk though? I think he sprinted at least. Come on, give him more credit than that.
Hi, Killer Boy.
Piccolo sprinted so that Vegeta could run and then fall on his face.
Ready? Ready?
Don't name any
Cumber.
usernames, by the way.
Cumber is a better written character than
Watch it.
Toriyama's Broly.
Okay. I thought they were gonna say something else. I don't even know anything about this Cumber person. Something.
That's the one from
manga.
Heroes.
Oh.
The mask stand.
They said the heroes dude is better than. Ooh, get your popcorn.
Madara should have been the final villain.
Oh my god, am I not on the analysis? Oh, I am. Okay.
Ready for this one?
Okay. Yeah.
Ultra Instinct getting white hair just to sell toys was the lamest shit they could have pulled, and any but the angels.
Wait, start over. I missed that. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I missed the first part of it.
Ultra Instinct getting white hair just to sell toys was the lamest shit they could have pulled, and any but the angels had assery. The fandom has to explain it away is just as lame because it's not supposed to be a form; it's supposed to be a state of being. But rip.
Oh my god, that one is a lot to unpack. First of all, the language that is being used is so extreme and so judgmental. Hello, chat. We got people in chat. Cool. We already got 3 likes. Let's second go. We got people watching. I knew this title would work. I mean, it's exactly what we're doing too. Oh my god. Okay, wait. So, I really hate the argument of it's just to sell toys, therefore bad. As somebody who was a brony in the height of the brony community, as somebody who is a huge fan of Lego Monkey Kid, something being existing for the sake of selling toys is not a criticism to me. That does not make it less of something good or the possibility of it being something good any less likely. So that's that. I don't know what the hell they're going on about like Angel's head assery, but I guess I can guess that I guess the fandom decided that angels can all do the thing, and so that's why their hair is white. So they're always in Ultra Instinct, which honestly, I think that's a pretty cool headcanon. I think that checks out. I think that checks out pretty good actually. Like, honestly, I'm actually kind of into that.
So, wow. So my whole Discord just cut off.
No, did it really? But babe.
What I was gonna say, right? Because I heard what you were saying in the beginning.
I just popped off. You didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
Oh,
but no, you know what a terrible thing is. What's terrible when they do that? After two.
Oh no, we lost him again.
Looking at you, Hasbro.
Oh, you're talking about the Transformers movie because you watched it in theaters today.
But still,
okay, wait. Joe, Sharper Whisper. Here's the thing: the fact that it is to sell toys is its reason for creation is not in and itself a criticism, right? However, it is a common problem. It is a common problem for people who are making something just to sell toys to not give a shit about quality, and so it falls apart. That is a common problem, and because of that, there's quite a few things, but it's like it's a false equivalency, is what it is. It's not because it was made to sell toys. It's just because the people had no motivation to actually give a shit, and so the final
You know what
product
the
became
funny
bad for whatever other
you know what
reasons.
the funny thing is though?
Huh.
The white-haired Ultra Instinct's actually supposed to be the real one. It's the black-haired one that was just made for reasons.
Oh my god, you're right. That tweet, that reply, kind of worded it as if they thought the Ultra Instinct Omen came first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
I think you'll like this one, Kai.
uh,
Same person, okay? They made a thread.
Same person who said that about the Ultra Instinct thing.
Yeah, they made a
Okay.
thread. So this is the second one, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Goku Black had the most inconsistent bullshit in the franchise. I don't care
Let's
how
go.
raw it was, so much that
Let's go.
of that arc was fucking dumb. It
Hell
was
yeah.
just there because Future Trunks sells.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's
Oh my
go.
god.
See, that's an example of like something of it's only there for this XYZ reason is like is true, and also the thing sucks, right? Because and that kind of like is part of what led it to suck. It's not why it sucks, but it's part of what led it to suck, right? Because it's
Mm-hmm.
like um oh man, because it's like the Goku Black arc could be completely cut out of Dragon Ball Super and nothing would be different. Nothing would be different at all. It was just it was just there because it was practically a filler because it was just there because we want future Trunks back. We want an arc with future Trunks, but we don't want to really change the status quo or have any really real
Ooh.
lasting effects. And we want to be able to pick up the story right where we left off after we get out of this arc. So here you go.
What do you think what Alexander said in the chat?
I mean, it kind of depends by what you're defining as poor anime pacing and flimsy reasoning at times. And I haven't read the manga, so I wouldn't be able to say whether or not the manga was good. I'm just talking about purely about the anime, right? And there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of problems with the Goku Black arc in the anime, and I do not like it. One of them being a video I made about magic systems. And I swear to God, if you go to watch that video and you comment on it, something, something, keys not magic, I'm gonna come to your house and commit arson.
Please don't.
For legal reasons, that was a joke. Um, but nah, please, please don't. I already have a video in the works of collecting comments from my videos to reply to, cutting out the usernames and stuff in a comedic way, and that video is like, oh my god, it is my worst comment section because it's full of people who don't know how to read and don't know how to pay attention to the video. They just hear me using the magic system rules, the laws of magic that Sanderson wrote up, and they hear me using that and applying it to Key, and they go, Key isn't magic. And it's like, nah, shit. I addressed that in the video. I addressed that in the description. I addressed that in several replies to people before I decided to just make my own comment and pin it where I addressed it. Please
Your
stop. A
your
rose by
chat
any other name would smell just as sweet.
your chat is about to explode with hatred for this one.
Whoa, let me hear it.
If they're typical Dragon Ball fans, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Vegeta's the worst character and has been since the Android saga.
I don't know about since the Android saga, but I can kind of respect the opinion of. I think worst character is just really, really harsh language and too harsh. Um, I will say he's not one of the best. He's not in the top characters. Post Boo Saga definitely, but like Boo Saga, he's really interesting. But they could have done more with what they were going for with him. I really like what they did with him, but they definitely could have done more. They could have handled it even better, but I think what they did was fine. Um, but like, and I think using the wording of worst character is what are the words? Stuff and thoughts and things. Worst character is just a product of Twitter. Sorry, my brain had to
Yes.
buffer. I think that's just a product of Twitter. Everyone using really harsh extremist language to get like an emotional response from people.
Yeah. Hmm. Does the chat have anything to add about what we've been saying so far?
Well, yeah, Alexander basically just agreed with me that like worst is a bit much. Yeah.
Nice. What happened to everyone else? I saw Nick in here. Sharper.
Robo
Killer Boy.
says, wait, a Dragon Ball discussion stream, not Monkey Kid. What shit is this? What shit is this is that Quantum found what's possibly the best fucking thread to get not thread, but the best freaking tweet to get lost in the replies in.
I did.
Normally these kind of posts tick me off because I'll usually have one and then I'll get ticked off at some of the things I read, but I am so far away from caring anymore about what the Dragon Ball fandom as a whole has to say about certain things that I'm just laughing and having the time of my life about this.
And she watched Kamen Rider Double, and she's in high mode right now.
I am in a high mode right now for multiple reasons, and that is one of them. That first
Kamen Rider
episode
Double,
was
people.
great. It was great. Oh, Sharper Whispers
The first
back.
2 episodes are free on YouTube.
Hey,
No,
no shilling. I think shilling's the right word for that.
it's not Robo. Ooh.
Did I say
Ooh.
Robo? I meant Sharper Whisper. There's a
Oh no, what
Geekdom
Robo
thread?
said.
Geekdom has a thread?
Oh, you ready for this one?
What?
Okay. I was fine with Gohan not training for the 7 years, but him not training after the Buu saga was stupid.
Yes and no. I think after the Buu saga should have been his little wake up call instead of Resurrection F, right? If they're gonna continue the series,
Don't you
uh,
mean?
the Buu saga should have been his little wake up call. I think.
I thought Goku Black Arc was his wake up call.
Was it? I forgot the Goku Black Arc happened again. Like that's how little I was so focused on like what Gohan's character arc through Super was that I totally forgot the Black Arc happened because it had no consequence on that. But
Remember Gohan found?
yeah, Gohan, by the time the beginning of the TOP started, he had had his wake up call. And I feel like his wake up call should have been after the Buu saga. Like, he should have already
And then he
been.
had another wake up call.
Yeah. I think the Buu saga should have been his wake up call. And at that point, I think it should have been his wake up call to, like, balance it, Like, not. To where he had to, like, not completely give up. Like, the lesson they should have gone through, right? Here's my hot take. What they should have done with Gohan for the Buu arc was put him through an arc of discovering that he doesn't have to do one or the other. He can do a little bit of training and he can keep, himself steady. He doesn't necessarily have to improve, but he can keep himself at a steady quality is not the word, skill level, and not get rusty and start to suck like a musician who hasn't played their instrument since high school, and they're 30 years old. But like, like they should have had the compromise lesson. I think that would have been a lot better. Passively trained. Thank you, Alexander. That's great wording. But making this into this big like and I think that's kind of what he decided on by the time we get to the beginning of the TOP. I think that's what he mostly decided on was he was going to continue doing his thing. Hence why when that first part was going on and Goku had to find people, he was like, "Oh shit, I can't have Gohan here because he's got to go do a thing, for his work."
Yeah.
Like so yeah, he was like passively training. He still had his
Ooh.
priorities set. But I feel like I kind of agree that should have kicked in post Buu Saga and not as late as it did.
I guess that's why Goku was disappointed in the manga.
We don't talk about Gook.
It just reminds me of that one scene where they're on their way to the Universe 6 versus 7 tournament, right? Where they first meet
Yeah,
Hikaba and all
I know
them.
what you're talking about. The that little shit or whatever. No, in the manga it was him saying that little shit. But
that was fan manga. That was the fan translation.
Yeah, like it was like something. I mean, like that's the thing about fan translations. ProZD has a great skit about it where it's like the official translation and the like actual translation. Honestly, the more accurate one. Screw you, Sasuke. You are my friend, and nothing will change that. And it's like fan translation. Fuck you, Sasuke. You are my fucking Nakama. And it's like got the note at the top. It says, "Hey, Nakama is something that's much more important than friendship and not romantic in any way. It's a much closer and deeper bond than that, like One Piece and shit. So we elected to keep it. Yeah.
Oh,
Now get the
Sharper got a
fuck
hot
home."
take for you.
Oh man. My DB hot take is from what I seen in the Moro arc. Oh yeah, I don't know anything about that. The goat
I
one.
know everything about that.
I like the fact that it was a story about Goku becoming a hero by choice instead of by circumstance. They just messed it up with the Waku Waku. The fuck? Okay, that's not real. Waku Waku Shiz is not real. Waku Waku is. I know Shiz is just shit. Waku Waku is not real. That you're making that up. There's no fucking way
What do you
there's something
mean?
called Waku Waku. Actually, let me
That's
back
what
that
that's
up.
what Goku says.
What?
When in the anime, the Japanese version, when he gets excited, he always goes waku waku.
Does he really?
Yeah, that's what Nozawa basically says.
I never caught that because I'm not Japanese, so I never like I was reading the subtitles. I wasn't really listening to the language very closely. So that's adorable. He has a vocal stem.
Mm-hmm.
He has a that's adorable.
We gotta give Kai a moment, guys.
I Goku has a stem and it's a vocal stem.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm very happy to learn that. You said that's in like
So yeah,
the original anime?
that's his in every part of the anime when he says I'm getting excited, he always goes waku waku.
I love that. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, Goku gave another villain a sensu. That's great.
Look,
Hi,
guys,
Masquerade.
look, guys.
Not Tick, Robo,
He only has
Stem.
done that to two villains, okay?
Hey, Robo, not Tick, Robo, Stem. Ticks are different. Ticks are just uncontrollable and they can come out of nowhere for no reason, right? Stems are also a little uncontrollable, but they're like they're a positive thing. I'm full of so much excitement and hype or I'm so happy and I'm so excited that my body does this thing that I'm not really controlling. So it's like technically you could put it under tick if those are your definitions, just that, but it's more specific than that. It's like specifically for happy things is stimming. That's my like what I used to just call my happy noise where I do this. That's me stimming.
Yeah.
That's my stem. That's me rubbing my hands together really fast. My some people, my mom included, clap like that, very light, kind of things.
Look, Goku giving Moro a sensu was not that bad, guys, okay?
Well, I don't know the context of how it happened, blah 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 blah. I just
He
think it's fair or I just think it's funny because that Goku giving Cell a sensu is such a point of contingency and such a point of like controversy that it's just funny to me that it happened again.
like I mean it was like like we know the context why he gave Cell the sensu because he was overconfident in Gohan, right?
Hmm?
Like that's why he gave Cell the sensu because he's overconfident in Gohan.
Yeah, I mean, like there's reasoning. I just think it's funny that it's a controversial topic in the fandom, and then it happened again.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sure the circumstances are very different. I'm sure of that. But yeah.
yeah, but um when it hold on. Try to remember.
Well, okay, Masquerade. Him giving Vegeta a sensu on Namek was a I'm trusting you to be on our side, not a I want you to be at your best when we fight. That'd be like comparing him giving Piccolo as sensu after their fight in the tournament is the same as him giving Cell a sensu. That is like completely different.
yeah.
I'm talking about when I say the circumstances are probably different between Cell and Moro is the fact that like Cell was fighting against Gohan is the big one. Things like that.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Why did I get added
Yeah,
in?
I'm okay, yeah, so yeah, Goku was kicking Moro's butt, right? And um he was basically about to lose, and then he asked Krillin for the sensus and gives him one, right? Because Goku says, "If I spare you, if you agree to go back to the galactic prison and promise not to break out again." So like Moro's like, "Yeah, sure, of course." So he gives him one.
Okay. So it plays into his the part of his character that's like too trusting and believes or takes people's word at face value, right?
Yeah, and it's also the
I
fact that
like I
he
like
knows that
that. I like the idea of playing into that a lot because he does have that character trait of just like listening to people's word. That's what happened with Frieza, and he never really stopped doing that.
Raditz,
Yeah, exactly. He never really stopped doing that. That was always a character trait for him to take people at their word.
he still has it in the Boo saga too, because he has Boo promise, hey, don't what was it? Kill anybody until these fighters are ready to come out.
Yeah, yeah, and he like well, that seems like
Here,
I don't
I
know.
can look it up real
The
quick.
thing with Boo
I can,
is more complicated because I don't think that's so much taking him at his word and letting him go, so much as it is like trying to strike up a deal and begging him to go with it because it's their only chance of surviving. You know,
yeah, okay, so he says,
became the planet. What the
yeah,
fuck is
so
super?
he tells Boo, just wait, stop this killing, just wait 2 days, okay? And then Boo's like, hey, are they strong? And then Bobby's like, oh no, we're gonna keep killing people, okay? And then oh yeah, so Bobby's like, yeah, we're gonna keep killing people, and we'll kill more people just to spite you. And Goku's like, oh, too bad. It would have been fun for Boo. I'll make sure they chew you out when in hell when you get there.
Who did he say that to?
To Bobbity,
Like in front of Boo or just to Bobbity?
both, because that was after he went Super Saiyan 3.
Okay, so that was well, I said in front of Boo or just to Bobbity. So like was Bobbity? Okay, so that was when he went Super Saiyan 3. So
After the fight,
I'll
when he goes
see
back to
you
normal.
in hell is essentially what he just said.
He's like, I'll make sure they chew you out when you
Yeah,
get sent to hell.
yeah. Oh my fucking god, I love him.
All right, so more hot takes.
Yeah. Keep going down the hot take list. Let's go.
All right, you ready for this one? This one's gonna make your chat explode. Super Bardock is better than Z Bardock. Gives more weight to Frieza's narrative of the Saiyans being savages when that was most likely just racism, and the Saiyans were only really good at their jobs, and it scared Frieza.
I love the amount of. I know that was one you read to me earlier, but like I love the amount of Z Bardock versus Super Bardock because that's what first got us going down this rabbit hole was he had found one of them, and I just quote retweeted it with an oh, because I thought that was it, but then it's like going down the thread. There's so many good ones. What was that one? There
Yep.
was one that like said something about like the Dragon Ball fandom has like an issue with sexism and also an issue with eugenics. And I
Yeah, that
went,
was it.
you had us in the first half, not gonna lie. Like that's a conversation to have. That's like I think a very valid conversation. The question of sexism. Same with the question of homophobia in the Dragon Ball fandom. Do
Oh,
you
I found the
you
other
but the
one.
word eugenics? You keep using this word. I do not think you know what that word means.
Hun, I found the
Oh,
other one for
either
Bardock.
that or false equivalency statements. What?
DBS Bardock is already a better character than Z Bardock ever was, being smart enough to use his battle.
Oh yeah. Oh, you cut out again, but I know which one you're talking about.
Okay, one sec. being
Wait.
smart enough to use his battle experience. What?
Oh, I just said there you go. Keep going.
Okay, being able to use his battle experience to recognize Frieza's extinction in advance and quietly fighting the Empire leading up to its in infinitely more interesting than Guy gave me future visions.
Oh yeah, this is one of the ones I like went off to you about a little bit of the if we are talking about which character is more entertaining and which character is more interesting or which character is the better character, the circumstances of their story has no effect on that. That's why there's and I know I'm repeating stuff that I've already said to Quantum, but we're streaming now. That's why there's the phrase of, this character deserved a better story, because you can have a really good character and not like their story, right? You can have a character
Mm-hmm.
that you adore and you don't like their story. The differences that this person brings up between Dragon Ball Z Special Bardock versus Dragon Ball Super minus or whatever Bardock is just the circumstances of his story. The comparison they're making is just in one of them he has like oh man, I guess it's the motivation for why they're doing what they're doing, but at the same time it's like that doesn't have that much of effect on it, like.
I think it's more than that.
Mhm.
I think it's the fact that from all we've heard, Bardock was supposed to be like a no names nobody, right?
Mhm.
But the original special, kind of did not make him that because it gave him the psychic powers to see the future. People think it's kind of like, oh, that's kind of dumb because
Yeah, but that's
it's
like
just
a
an excuse
story
to
thing.
show. Yeah, but the other thing was it's just the power level, the power scalers group, because in the special they say, oh, Bardock has a power level of 10,000, and by that point that means he's stronger than Nappa, and he's stronger than I think Goku technically without Kaioken.
I don't know. Man. Okay, what are
Oh,
these?
the sharper.
Oh, aside from when it comes to sexisms, I think the Dragon Ball community is all right. From what I say, not perfect, but it's better than most of the community. Okay, nah. Dragon Ball, I will still stand by is one of the most hostile and aggravating communities to be a part of. They just always treating each other like shit for opinions on an anime, you know. And they're always jumping to insults
But
and jumping to
but
attacking each other.
it's not canon, so it's stupid.
So yours, it's the ad hominem. I don't think that's a fucking word, but I just made it one. I just made it into a verb. It's how often they
I mean,
ad
hey,
hominem in arguments. It's the amount of times that they turn to personal insults, saying if you think this, you're stupid. If you think this, you shouldn't have kids, which is a real thing I've seen about thinking Goku and Chi Chi are pretty good parents actually, or are even a good couple. I hope you don't have kids. I've seen that. um it's just so tiring. It's so tiring and aggravating, and it just is an endless cycle because it just feeds into everybody being pissy at each other. And
oh, I love this Dragon Ball hot take someone retweeted.
mm,
Spider-Man 3 is a good movie.
I love that. Okay, Alexander. I like what Alexander here said. Like, Z Bardock was great. Future vision aside, he saw his friends get killed, knew his planet was going to die, and despite knowing he had no chance, went out there anyway. That is a characterization thing. That is an argument for why you like one character better than the other. Um, because that's about the fact that he knew he had no chance and he went out there anyway, and it's because of like XYZ reasoning for why he did it is very valid, right? That is a characterization discussion. If you just stopped with he saw his friends get killed, that's like that's not a characterization statement. That's part of the characterization statement, but that by itself isn't one.
You know what's
Okay.
great with talking about Bardock?
Huh.
The fact that the next Dragon Ball Super manga chapter is probably gonna be about Bardock being a hero.
Oh, yes. Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh,
So we're about to get
Alexander also said, I remember early on being in this fan base, I was just super defensive and aggressive, and while I've mostly mellowed out, sad to be a part of the fan base knowing it's like that. Are you me? I even said in my like short stuff, Wukong is not MK's dad about Lego Monkey Kid. I even said at the beginning of it, I was like, look, I don't, as ironic as it is that this is like the other side of the same coin of an argument, I was kind of, was kind of my issue, my main issue with like Dragon Ball discussion. Um, I don't want this discussion to come up again, but like about what it means to be somebody's parent. Um, but like, anyways, I even said in there, I was like, yeah. I've mellowed out a lot since the Dragon Ball fandom, even though it is the same, the other side of the same coin as far as what the argument's about. So whatever. If by the end of this video you disagree with me, that's fine. Just fucking tell me why. And then the Monkey Kid fandom told me why, and they were really respectful and nice, and I fucking love it. They disagreed with me, and they still want to see, or people. There are a lot of people, or the people who disagreed with me and wanted to tell me they disagreed with me left me big old comments that were super respectful and very informative on their reasonings why, and I could respect them. Like, that was so nice. That was so nice to see.
damn.
Um,
This one praises Vegeta and kind of attacks him at the same time.
Hit me with it. I'm all here for that.
Vegeta is better than Goku. Also, Bulma should have married Goku.
Okay, see, that second half is not about Vegeta so much as it is
It's about
it's a
not
Gobel.
letting Vegeta get with his woman.
Yeah, but that one's more about Gobel than it is about Vegeta though. Because there's
Yeah,
a lot of people who are kind of sexist and who like a lot of anime fans who are kind of sexist and think main guy, main girl from series must marry. Why? Why does the main guy have to marry and get in a super romantic relationship with the main girl? I'm sorry, no. A lot of
because
shonen
Mean
fans
Girls.
especially are like that. But like, it's so dumb. Can we stop? I also really hate. Let me go off for a second, okay? I really hate how people use getting the girl as a freaking prize. Like that's something that comes up with Lizzie Ellis brings it up great in her Hunchback of Notre Dame video because like she just like nails it on the head of the whole fucking people complain about Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and one of the reasons is because Quasimodo doesn't get Esmeralda, and it's like, way to fucking miss the point, asshole. The reason he has feelings for her, which are there, despite the gargoyles making you forget that it's there because their song is stupid and you want to block it out of your mind. Um, the fact that Quasimodo does have romantic feelings for her and wants to be with her, but he lets her make her own decision and be with Phoebus anyways, who is good for her, versus um man, Judge Claude Frodo, right? Versus him being a dick and saying if I can't have her, no one can. She is my prize to win. That's the fucking point. That's one of the reasons why Quasimodo's a better person than the asshat. That's why he's the man and the other dude's the monster. That's the point. And you guys and people coming up here being sexist little pieces of shit, being like, oh, you okay? I am hearing Morse code from you, babe. Just beep, 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 beep. Anyways, yeah, nah, like y'all get my point. Y'all get my point. He freaking Quasimodo should have gotten the girl. It's so bad that he didn't. Shut up. Shut up. The girl Esmeralda is not a prize. It's the freaking point. She's a human being. Despite being, like her being a gypsy has no effect on whether or not she's a human. All that stuff. It's the freaking point of freaking woof. Okay. Alexander says I'm just an emotional person, so getting easily heated is an issue of mine, but I always try to be level headed ever since realizing there were issues. These were issues. Alexander, you really are me. Oh, man. Yeah, Vegeta and Bulma. Oh my god, I remember seeing a post one time of like Team Four Star asked which is better. Like I feel like this was just they had good intentions and they didn't understand how shipping worked. But Team Four Star had a post that was like a long time ago. I was like, which is better, Goku and Chi Chi, or Vegeta Bulma? And somebody came in and said, I mean, it's kind of obvious because one of them has more screen time and more material, especially now. And with the especially now, and when I knew about this person already, I knew they were talking about Vegeta Bulma. And I went, excuse a fuck you. I am an AMV editor. And let me tell you, even if we allow filler, right? Which is what the anime gave us for Vegeta and Bulma's development. Even if we're counting that, Goku and Chi Chi still has way more romantic development. They still have way more scenes on screen together than Vegeta Bulma does.
I
What the
I just
actual fuck?
found
What?
I just found the hot take that's totally 100% my lane.
Hmm.
I would rather watch the Z Fighters try to find First Form Cell 20 times over watching Gotenks fight Super Buu 2 times.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I will say the Gotenks fighting Super Boo fight was kind of boring from what I remember. It wasn't really that entertaining, especially compared to most Dragon Ball fights. I don't remember much from it. I don't really remember anything like super iconic from it. The one thing I remember the most is like, well, that was like versus Fat Boo is what I'm thinking of actually. Super Boo, yeah. The problem with him Gotenks fighting Super Boo was that he like interrupted himself, interrupted the flow a lot. And while that was in character and could be kind of funny at points, Gotenks versus Super Boo was a lot of he interrupted it. It kind of made it kind of boring.
Ooh, you ready for this one?
Main character Coon doesn't need to be with the girl. I love that. I love the Coon on
You
that.
ready for you
Yeet.
ready for this one?
Hmm.
Sand Saga is the weakest arc in DBZ, not Buu Saga.
I'll have to think on that one. Because I love all of them, so I've spent a lot of time defending the Boo Saga, especially when people say it's the weakest one. But I never stop to think about what I would call the weakest one. And are we
I say Cell
including?
Saga.
Are we including anime filter?
I think it's either I think they're talking about because they said DBZ.
I mean, they could have just been like, they could still be manga reader talking about the manga and not including filler.
I mean, true. Well, Alexander.
Da, da, da.
Whew, whew. Oh, you feel that? I'm getting hot right now from this one.
Hmm.
Future Gohan is a bum for dying against the androids when he had no idea of knowing if Trunks could become strong enough to beat them.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Future Gohan is a bum for dying against the androids when he had no idea of knowing if Trunks could become strong enough to beat them.
Okay, so on that, I kind of see where they're coming from. I'd have to read or watch that special or that story again because I'm it kind of depends on if Gohan actually did have to go out and fight for XYZ reason in the fight that he died. And if his motivation really was, guess I'll just go die because future Trunks needs to or Trunks needs to be able to needs to be able to survive so he can beat him. Trunks is destined to beat him. Like if that was it,
Well,
then that I kind of agree with that. That's ridiculous.
Gohan's
I
last
wouldn't say
words
bum, but that's just a product of Twitter.
Gohan's last words to Trunks was, "If you die too, there won't be anyone left to protect the Earth. You're the last one with a chance to beat those androids someday."
I can kind of see that I understand actually where Gohan's coming from, and I totally get it. You're right. So it does just come down to, did he go out to fight the androids knowing he was going to die, but he could have, like, the world would have been totally fine if he didn't.
Yeah, and then when he meets the androids, 17's like, "It's been a while, Son Gohan, a whole year, hasn't it?" And Gohan's like, "I've been training hard. You won't beat me this time. It's your turn to lose." And then 17's like, "Oh, sorry to disappoint you, but we haven't even been using half our strength to fight you." And Gohan's like, "Wait, what?" And then 17 attacks and dies. This is from the manga version, by the way, not the special version.
Right. Yeah, I think at this point I really can't add on to talking about it because I just really do not remember it clear enough. I don't remember the motivations clear enough. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm gonna look at my replies here on my own Twitter because. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh my god, yes. Yes, somebody came in and said Goku is overrated and should have stayed dead after the Cell Saga. And the person replied, like, but he's the main character. Which, I've said this to Quantum, which, like, that second person's right, but the first person also could very easily, like, bring up the point that, like, you can, it is possible for a story to switch and shift who its main characters are, especially if your main character dies and you're doing a next gen thing. Um, so that the fact that Goku is the main character doesn't really change whether or not, Goku should have stayed dead and then it should have moved on to Gohan, right? However, the first person actually responded to with it with he was forced to be the MC. I'm like 99% sure Toriyama wanted Gohan to take the place as Goku after the Cell Saga, but the fans forced him to bring it back. And I came in and I was like, at the risk of literally so many things attached to replying to this, yeah, but what about all those chapters before Gohan was even a thought? And I haven't finished reading this, but the start of it has me like, holy shit. The reply is when, like before the Cell Saga, yeah, I'm fine with Goku being alive, kicking ass then. I just think to have the same character and not much progression done to the character as a character is kind of stale, bland. Which like before the Cell Saga, you saying he was forced to be the MC is like, I was talking about before Gohan was even a thought, as in original Dragon Ball. But I mean, like, this is the problem with Twitter and especially posts like this that are like, oh, what DB hot take will get you, like, punched, right? This is the problem with it, is that
I agree with Sharper Whisper.
the initial tweet is Goku is overrated and should have stayed dead, which is, like, so incomplete. And the second, that this latest one is like, okay, you have some valid points. I still disagree, but those are some, like, I see where you're coming from at that point, you know? So,
I
like,
agree with Sharper.
what?
Gohan would have been a terrible main character. That's my take.
I don't know. It kind of depends. It kind of depends on a lot of things. Nobody remembers OG Dragon Ball. Bitch, nobody even fucking read OG Dragon Ball, and that's the sad thing. No,
I
there's
think
people
you'll
who
like
don't
this
even
one.
like acknowledge that it came first and it wasn't a prequel.
I think you'll like this hot take.
Mm-hmm.
Whis should have more porn instead of Vados.
Wish should have had. I'm sorry, did I hear that right? Did you say porn?
Whis should have had more porn instead of Vados.
Yes! Like, and I say that by virtue of female Dragon Ball porn. Sucks. Porn of the female Dragon Ball characters sucks, right? And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I mean, they do suck in their porn, so yeah.
Oh, ha ha ha, you're very funny. It's bad. Okay? It's bad. It's just bad. I love the delay. Alexander, wait, repeat. Sharper whisper, yes, Quantum? Facts!
I mean,
Oh my god.
oh, okay. All right, you guys ready to debate Dragon Ball endings?
somebody come up with a Dragon Ball ending one?
Cell Saga ending is the true ending.
Femboy Dragon Ball. Hold on, Femboy Dragon Ball Form is good. Give me my Gotenks. Or I said Gotenks. That's the name of the fusion. My bad. Give me True Ten. True Ten all the way. Also, I will say, I will say though, actually, that the Dragon Ball fandom, especially the doujinshi, suffer very badly with the Sime Uke dynamic problem.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna creep that and not elaborate.
So you heard the one I just said, right?
No, I missed it, or I heard it and I forgot. I'm sorry.
Cell Saga ending is the true ending.
That one's that's not even a hot take. There are so many people
It's
who agree with that.
I know.
That's not even a hot take. Yeah, I mean,
Ooh.
it'll get you punched. So if it was just, hold on, I gotta go back. I'm gonna be this asshole, over analytical asshole. Yeah, no, the original tweet is hot take. If it was just what Dragon Ball take will get you like this, yeah, that take will get you punched in the face. Even if there's a lot of people who agree with you, there's an equal amount of people who disagree with it, so it would get you punched in the face. But it's not a hot take by virtue of a lot of people agreeing with it.
Yep. Here's one though.
Princess Trunks.
People love to say GT Vegeta over DBS Vegeta, but I heavily disagree.
Here we
Yes,
go.
DBS has the inconsistency issue of Vegeta whining about being stronger, mostly in earlier arcs. If we include the manga, Vegeta's morality has been explored in a much better way than ever before. Plus, at the end of Boo, he put his inferiority complex and desires for bloodshed aside. Sure, and GT kept in line with that for the most part. But up until Super, the series has pretty much never touched on Vegeta's guilt over his broader past. I
Wait, wait,
recall
wait,
seeing
wait,
Dragon
wait,
Ball
wait,
fans.
wait. Where did Dragon Ball Super do that though?
I think in the recent stuff with Granola.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask for the people who read the manga, which I think is you, Quantum. I think you fall under that for this part. Um, oh gosh, words. For people who are reading the Dragon Ball Super manga, how much of it is explored? Because the Dragon Ball fandom, I've noticed this thing. There's a lot of people in the Dragon Ball fandom who will say this X element was explored better or was explored more, and it's like two speech bubbles acknowledging it, and that's it.
Oh my god.
What is that? It was it like two speech
Oh no
bubbles
no
acknowledging it?
no, I'm sorry. I was looking to see how long the thread was, and I'm like, it's a Kyrie thread.
It's a Kai thread. Oh Jesus. I
It's
don't
a
want to
Kai
read. I
thread.
don't want
It's
to
an
listen to it
essay.
anymore. I don't want to listen to it anymore. We're here to dunk on bad takes. I don't want to listen to that.
I'm gonna save this one for later to
Yeah,
analyze.
bookmark it or something.
Yep. But no, to answer your thing about how I'm gonna check right now. I can check right now because I got the Shonen Jump app. Only $1 a month, guys. Get it.
Man. Oh, okay. So it's
Um,
it's a couple of panels. Is what Slim Ray is saying. Oh wait, but okay, but there's two people. Like one person saying Vegeta basically is the main focus of the arc. Alexander agrees, and Alexander goes, Vegeta's morals are a key part of this arc, and the last part of Moro as well. Or yeah, late part of Moro. So yeah, okay. If that's the case, if they actually are expanding on that, that would be really cool. I think another thing that a lot of people tend to forget is that Super is kind of like, I know this probably isn't like the intention of the authors, but I can't think of another way to word this. It is made to fill in the gaps between Z and GT, and I know actually it's between the end of Z and end of Z actually. So the idea of like, oh well, in GT he seems completely over it. It's like, I agree that it is nice that Super's giving us that, and I can agree or I can respect the opinion that Super Vegeta is better for that reason. Um, but like, it's important to remember that like it's not hard to imagine GT Vegeta already went through all that shit, which sucks. But like, like that. There's a whole lot of reasons for that discussion.
Yeah. All right. Dragon Ball Z Kai's preferred way to watch the series.
That one's a really complicated one. I don't really want to get into it.
I would say if you're watching the Frieza saga, watch the Kai version.
Okay, wait, wait, wait,
Damn.
wait. I wanna acknowledge this, right? Okay, big brain
Uh
on my
huh.
part, right? Big brain on my part. Okay, so I don't know what to call myself? Question mark. Okay, so the reason why I think Cell Saga Gohan sucks is because he was retconned. He went from a dude who wanted to fight if it meant protecting his family to a dude who was scared to fight Cell. All right, here's the thing. Gohan was like what was he was like 7, right? In Cell.
9.
9, yeah. So at 9 years old, he was starting to hit that. He was getting close to that preteen age, um, which, considering how freaking smart he was, it's very likely, and all the shit he went through, it's very likely he was maturing faster than the average person, anyways. So I would say that he was possibly hitting that point in his life where he was trying to figure out who he was and what he wanted to be and what was going on. And part of doing that is kind of part of doing that is the kind of stuff of like assuming that beforehand he was totally fine with fighting and there was no signs of fear or whatever. um and I have 2 points for this. This is just one of them. Like, it makes sense to me that he would, like, at this age switch over to a different opinion on fighting, right? um and Alexander, a lot of people think it's 11, but there's like a bunch of math stuff that it's like you actually count it and you go, oh shit. But anyways, words and stuff and thoughts and things. Uh,
Also,
where's okay?
it's
The
not
other
just the
point I
math.
wanted to make. The other point I wanted to make is that when Gohan was, he wasn't really scared to fight Cell. More so, if he didn't believe Goku when he said that Gohan was stronger than him because he idolized his father so damn much, and so that's what he was scared of. As well as he knew what Goku was on about, and he had even warned Cell. I I don't want to reach that point of losing myself, right? And so the thing is, that's what he was scared of. He was scared of hitting that Super Saiyan 2 anger. He was scared he was scared of hitting that, you know? Um so like gosh, hold on, give me just a second to let my brain catch up and buffer to what I was saying.
Just some, just some fun Mario fanboy.
Yeah, some fun. It's all in good faith. It's all good faith fun. Um oh gosh. Yeah, like his fear was, one, he didn't have the confidence that Goku had in him, and the fact that Goku said he couldn't beat Cell because Gohan didn't want to believe that he was stronger than Goku. He thought if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C, right? Um oh god, no. I didn't care what to call myself there. No, he did not learn how to control his anger in the Saiyan arc. What? What?
He did not. What? Who said that?
What? That's what his training was for? Yeah, okay, that's why,
Gohan. Gohan. No, I got. You got this, or I got this.
oh man, I'm trying to think of other examples post Raditz of him losing control of himself.
When Piccolo dies and he blasts Nappa with the Masenko.
Yes, that. Like, also, Piccolo's training did jack all shit. He was an. You want my hot take? This is an actual Dragon Ball hot take, right? That even people, like, it kind of connects to the Goku's not a bad dad thing, but even people who agree with me that Goku's not a bad dad and not a bad trainer, um, like, yeah, he had so many rage boosts in the Namek arc. Like, what the fuck? But like, anyways, I know we're picking on you, IDK, what to call myself, but you're fine. You're fine, by the way. Don't worry about it. I don't think you're stupid. I just want to make that clear. I'm not the Dragon Ball fandom. Anyways, God, words and stuff and thoughts and things. Fuck, I distracted myself. Um,
Okay, but
what was I saying? What was I
here,
saying,
just
babe? What was I saying? Oh yeah, Piccolo. The actual hot take: Piccolo's training was shit and did fuck all. Okay.
No, I mean, technically, Piccolo's training did work because his training was just to as he says to Gohan, you have hidden power within you that you have never even glimpsed. The training of Piccolo will bring it out.
It didn't though.
I
It
mean,
didn't. No.
I mean,
He might have
it didn't.
intended that, but it didn't do that. It didn't do that. Because what brings it out is Gohan. What eventually does bring it out is Gohan gaining confidence in himself to be able to control it. And Piccolo did anything but. Piccolo just gave him trauma. Lots and lots of trauma.
Speaking of Gohan, though, right?
Hmm.
Ready for this next one, or you want to continue with the Gohan
Yeah, go
discussion, or
ahead. Go
this
ahead.
one?
Go ahead.
Okay. I think Goku's Super Saiyan 3 transformation and the first time Vegeta went Super Saiyan were much more impactful than Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 transformation.
I don't know how I feel about that actually. I'm gonna stick a neutral flag on that one.
What does the chat think?
Yeah, go ahead, chat. I was gonna give the chat a second to catch up and hear you
Do
saying
you
that.
think Super Saiyan 3 Goku's first transformation and Vegeta's first Super Saiyan transformation is much more impactful than Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 transformation?
What I find interesting was the element that the anime introduced when they explained how Vegeta gained Super Saiyan, which I know was filler, so whatever. But I'm just saying, I found it a very interesting concept. That for him, it was he didn't care to try to force it anymore, and he didn't care if
I
he
think
got it.
that was a
And
dub
that's,
line.
I think you're right too. I stand by what I'm saying. I think it's an interesting idea. Whether it actually happened in the series or not, I think it's an interesting idea.
Yeah, so the real line was as I'm also looking the manga, right? Was that after Krillin asked, I thought you had to be pure heart to be Super Saiyan, Vegeta goes, yeah, I'm pure evil. Vegeta said, I desired nothing but to be stronger. I endured a training from hell. Then I ran into a wall, my own limits. In the rage I felt towards myself, I awoke into a Super Saiyan.
Meh.
So
I like
yeah, I
the
think the I
concept.
don't
I
care
like
any.
the concept of like he needed to, stop being so fucking feral and like find his chill
See,
pill.
that actually goes back to there was an interview with Sabe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he said he didn't know what it meant to be a Super Saiyan, so we thought it meant letting go of the anger, which is where that line "I don't care anymore" comes from.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I get it.
Yep. So what did the chat say? Super Saiyan 3 Goku's first transformation is all substance. Okay, you know what? I have a hot take of my own. You ready for this one?
Hmm.
To contradict Robo's, I don't like the fusion. I don't like the concept of the fusion dance that much.
Hmm. Yeah,
I
hold on.
think,
Yeah, Sean, Robo, I think the reason Goku didn't really teach more people the fusion dance is because Goten and Trunks were perfect for it because they were two people of very close, similar power, as well as they were very close in like age and size and in power and all that, right? And so the problem with the fusion dance is that you have to have all that, you know. And so um that's yeah, and so it's like yeah, Goten and Trunks were just perfect to be able to learn it, and that's why he taught it to them and not just said, "Hey, Krillin, fuse with me," or something, or Piccolo, fuse with me. It had to
hey,
be
hey,
Goten
hey,
and Trunks. Huh?
we all
Don't
know the
say it.
real fusion everyone's waiting for was
No,
Tianxia.
that's the name of the ship.
That's the name of the fusion.
That's the name of the ship. Shut up. The ship name came before Dragon Ball Fusions.
That is not even for fusion. It's from Budokai too.
The ship name came before Budokai 2. Yes, I know this. I went back in time just now.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. You can't prove I
You
didn't.
if you had the power to go back in time, you would have went back in time and met me earlier in life.
No, because you wouldn't have liked me back then.
You would, I mean,
We found each other when we found each other, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
no, but if you went back in time, as you are now, and met younger me,
I wouldn't change how we met for the world.
okay. Ooh,
And you
ooh.
can tell me your
Speaking,
story when you want to tell me your story, which I think you've already
hey,
told me
speaking of
most of it, but whatever.
fusions, right? We're
Hmm.
talking about fusions right now.
I love the Fusions game.
It's this. Here's this one. Here's this one.
Huh.
Vegito and Gogeta are the same person. They only act different because of the situation demands it.
Oh, yeah, I like that one. I like that one. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people, there is a lot of discussion about, which character do you like more? Because while they're on screen for very little time, there is a lot like it does feel like they're very different. But that take that like they're actually the same, and you only think they're different because the situations were different when they came about is very interesting. I really like that.
I mean, I see. I think I know the example of where they act the same.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. IDK what to call myself question mark. Why? I need you to give me why. Because if it's why I think you are about to get chewed out. Go. Tell me why you think Kefla is the only good female in Dragon Ball. And isn't Kefla the name of the fusion?
Yeah.
Ha. Okay, so she bad. No, you have to actually give me real reasoning. Like you have to like spell it
Um,
out. If it's because she's hot, that's at least better than what I thought you were gonna say. Mom's singing.
So just as we're waiting for, okay, because she bad.
So you okay with the emotes? Yeah. So you just mean because she's hot? Well, that's also sexist. But you know what? At least I can respect the meme potential behind it.
But
I can
just to give an
respect
example.
the hint of irony behind that answer, like the hint of like
Okay.
conscious irony behind that answer. Uh, anyways, go
So
ahead.
give the example of when I think Gogeta and Vegito acted similar, right? Dragon Ball Super Broly, when Gogeta first shows up, kind of acts the same as Vegito when he first meets Boo.
Mhm.
Like they act like they were the same. Because I remember we had this discussion before where it was like, huh, they Gogeta kind of acted more like what Vegito did in the, and we were having this discussion after the movie at Bahama Breeze
Hmm.
because we were more used to the Gogeta from the movie or the Fusion Reborn movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were comparing the two Gogetas, weren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah. They're gonna catch up to me saying I can appreciate the irony behind it in a second, but like just throwing it out there, guys. There is a massive delay that I can do nothing about. I have looked into trying to get rid of this delay so long, so there is a massive delay between what I'm talking and what you guys are hearing. Okay, so like just throwing it out there. I already gave all my stuff about like I can appreciate the irony and the meme potential behind that statement. So I am aware that it was mostly a joke. That was not like I prefer joking about him being or her being hot and that's why she's the only good female. I prefer that joking about that than what I thought they were gonna say, because what I thought they were gonna say was actually gonna be very sexist. Yeah, see now Alexander's catching up to the fact that there's a delay.
um. So did you have more
Oh,
to add to
I
the Fusion
agree.
one?
I agree, Sean Paul. Bulma's mom can like go sit down, go away. You want to talk about which character is the hottest? Oh, I actually don't know.
Do you have one that you think is
Wait, hold
hot?
up. Chi-Chi's not tsundere though. Chi-Chi's not tsundere. She's like super passionate and she gets like, yeah, she gets very passionate and vocal, but she's not tsundere. Like at all. What is your definition of tsundere, Joe? You keep using this word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
So Kai, who do
Hmm.
you think is the hottest character in Dragon Ball?
It's a good question. I'd have to like really think on it because I have a bad memory, so I'm sure I'd forget somebody. Now,
I
what's
think
my
I have.
what's my range here? What like everything Dragon Ball ever, like including games and spin-offs and everything?
Everything Dragon Ball ever.
Okay. Oh, that makes it even harder, especially because I haven't played all the games because I don't play games. I do think Android 21 is really hot. And it makes me very sad that it became a meme to say she's super hot because it's like, no, I legit think she's really hot, but people way overblew it. They ruined it.
Android 21's on my list. I also have
and we're
two
and
other
we're just
people.
and we're just talking we're just talking about like physical attractiveness, you know.
Yeah.
Um, Gene is not really my type. I don't really find 18 that hot. I'll be fucking real. I really don't.
You know, I think I like blue-haired Launch the best.
See, this is why we're together. We have similar taste in girls. I agree. For now, until someone mentions a character I forgot about, yes, I agree.
Okay. So
Yeah,
ready for more
Joe,
hot takes?
wait. Joe, you understand that. In what way does that match Chi Chi? Like, Chi Chi has. Like, the whole thing with Chi Chi is that she's stubborn and gets angry, right? So, like, why is her saying like why is her having this attitude of not wanting to admit to her true feelings of liking a guy because she doesn't want it to hurt her uh fuck words because she doesn't want it to hurt her reputation of being a stone cold bitch, which is what most tsunderes are, like, or she doesn't want to admit to having feelings, so she does things that are obviously her flirting or hitting on someone, but because of XYZ reason, she doesn't want to admit to having feelings. Like, Chi Chi literally met Goku for 15 minutes and said, I'm gonna marry you. In
Because he
what way
touched her.
is that tsundere? In what way is she tsundere?
I'm glad you missed what I said.
What'd you say?
You said that after you said the whole she wanted to marry Goku after 15 minutes of meeting her, right?
Mm-hmm.
I quietly added in because he touched her.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's true. But, like, regardless of the reasoning, she wasn't, like, trying to hide the fact that she had feelings for Goku. Like, she said marry me. If she had feelings and wanted to hide the fact that she had feelings, which is tsundere,
You know,
she would have just
the
she she would
the anime
have.
should count itself really lucky though,
Why? Because it has the
because
awesome
they
Journey to the West filled or reference
no,
heavy
because
filler.
they brought back Chi Chi a lot of times for the filler, and they're just lucky it paid off with Goku actually marrying Chi Chi. Because in that filler right now, if that didn't happen, it would have been so irrelevant.
But him coming back and seeing her again and her still. I mean, by nature of it being filler, it's it's okay. It
No,
would have
but
been
don't forget
fine.
that
It would have been
there
fine,
was
I
also the
think.
other time he came back on his way to fight Piccolo.
Wait, Joe, you're confusing me. Is she gonna be an asshole? I mean, like I said, we're not judging personalities. We're talking about physical attractiveness here.
Ooh. Okay, you know what? You know what? Physical traction, right? If I had to rank my top three
Mm-hmm.
for Dragon Ball characters, right? Blue Hair Launch,
Mm-hmm.
Chi Chi, and Android 21.
Chi Chi's pretty attractive, but not up there for me. I like her with her hair down for sure.
Me too. As that's why I like Dragon Ball Chi
Here's
Chi,
the
the
thing that's
23rd
really
tournament.
difficult for me, though, right? By nature, of me being bi, right? I have to also include the male characters in my head for this, but I'm surrounded by a bunch of straight dudes.
Fine. You
So
know what?
everyone's just
Fine. Fine.
bringing up the females and we're having
I'll
discussions
play.
about the females, so I can't think.
Fine. Devil's advocate. Goku, Zarbon, and Sharpner. There you go.
Oh, wait, are we doing fuck, Mary kill?
No, I just did the top three like hot Dragon Ball
Oh, for you?
guys
Like who
off the
you
top of my
find the
head.
most hot?
I mean, just who I just
Zarb
thought of at the top of my head randomly.
Zarbon?
Why not?
Your
Bulma had a
straightness
crush
is
on him.
showing. Your straightness is showing.
It probably is. You know what? You just want to continue hot takes? Let's get off.
Yes, let's go back to hot takes. This is too
All
difficult
right,
for
here's
me.
one.
There's too many
Here's one.
characters. I did
I think.
I did think Rampan was pretty hot. Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I think Nappa and Raditz should have been written to stay alive.
Oh my god, I fucking hate those takes. I hate them. First of all, not hot takes. Maybe the Napa one, but like the Raditz one, not a hot take, right? We have a
Mm-hmm.
very overrated wannabe fanfic that's not even a good fanfic that's all about Raditz staying alive out there, okay? And I know everyone knows what I'm talking about, but I'm still not going to call it out by name, right? Um so like oh my god, words and stuff and thoughts and things. Um Raditz needed to be Goku's brother, and the fact that it didn't go into, or Raditz being Goku's brother and having that connection made perfect sense. Maybe there were other ways to have a similar connection to do what needed to be done, which is why the hell would Raditz know about some random freaking Saiyan that was sent to a planet and still possibly alive? Why would Raditz know that if he didn't have some personal connection, especially if we assume everything Vegeta says about the Saiyan race is true, where that nobody would have given a shit about him other than the fact that Raditz is related to Goku, right? So that's why that needed to happen. Also, man, and so like he needed to be his brother, and now the idea. Yes, we can talk about Monkey Kid on this live stream, but I will try to leave it to like short statements. Um, but anyways, that being said, the fact that he is his brother caused everyone's like trope meter or trope alarm to go off, and they expected it or they want it to follow the trope because everyone follows the trope, and it's a good and it's a fun trope of the brother who's on the other side, the family member who's on the other side of the battle, and is an antagonist, gets redeemed and joins back with the protagonist, or gets redeemed as they die, right? It's a very popular trope. I really like that trope. It's really cool. It it is not a requirement. Okay? Raditz being Goku's brother does not mean he had to stay alive. Would it have been interesting? Yes. Would it have been a fun story? Yes. The story is not worse off for it not doing that. That's my hot take. Yeah, exactly, Alexander. Toriyama was really good about this character has served their purpose. Bye. You know, he was really good about not having characters who are just, bro, I am just standing here hanging around. Right? Um and that's what pisses people off is that he was really good about doing that. Yamcha figured out that he was not going to be able to keep up and he didn't have it in him to put in the effort to keep up. He yeeted. Tien figured out he wasn't going to be able to keep up, and so he went and he sulked. Yeeted. Like, having all these characters who would have, like, what the Tournament of Power should have done if it wanted to, like, capitalize on the fact that there are all these great characters that there was, that to capitalize on. What it should have capitalized on with that is have a series of challenges that play to each individual character's strengths, not just not just physical strength or fighting prowess or martial arts ability, but their individual strengths, like Krillin's bravery, right? Or bring Chaozu. No, not Chaozu for that. Chaozu would have been good. I'm sure there's a reason for Chaozu. I was gonna say Chaozu for being smart, and then I was like, ha, no. Somebody could come in for puzzle solving. Gohan could come in for puzzle solving. Like Gohan and Piccolo. Make it pairs. Make it a team of pairs for each team. Like each universe gets X amount of pairs, right? And they're all set to solve like X challenge, and whoever solves the or whoever wins in each challenge, whoever universe wins in each challenge gets a point, right? Gohan and Piccolo team up to go through a freaking escape room, right? Like, fucking, it's not hard to come up with this stuff. But no, we just gotta get everybody and throw them into the gumbo and then, like, make a joke about Krillin being shitty because that's all we ever do with Krillin. There. I am big brain for thinking of that, and Toei is dumb for not. There. Fuck. Give me Green Uncle and Gohan relationship development. Gimme. I want it. You could have done that. You could have done that with pairing them up and they have to do an escape room. Okay? Lay out the trauma. Lay it all out there. Goku can still be the one who comes in for the big battle, the big climactic battle at the end or whatever. Great. Have Goku and Krillin team up for a martial arts fight and have them have flashbacks to when they fought against each other and now they're fighting with each other against two others. Like you could have done so
you know,
much better shit to get the same goal
you know,
of get the nostalgia bait of bringing all these old characters back. Like you could have
you know, it was a
done it.
great moment.
You could have
You know, it
done
was a
it.
great moment.
And you just did a fucking gumbo bullshit. A bad gumbo with muddy water instead of actual spice.
You know, it was a great moment in the TOP arc
Huh.
when Goku's waiting for Frieza to come, and he's at Baba's palace, and he recreates the fight between him and Grandpa Gohan.
That was really cool. I really liked that. And I really liked how it was like, if memory serves correctly, it was a subtle thing that was only through visual, and fans were the ones who figured it out. Right?
Yep,
Yeah, that
yep.
is really cool. That was inspired. That really was. It's the best way to put it. That was inspired. Yeah, he would be good with smarts too. I wouldn't say he's a puzzle solver, so something else as well. Um, I guess he is kind of. He's adaptable. Krillin's very adaptable, and I feel like somebody else in there is very adaptable as well that they could have thrown in. Um, Krillin has a great strength in being adaptable. Who else? Freaking Team Krillin. Well, I already said Team Krillin up with Goku, and then you could have like this really cool bro thing. But I'm also like biased. They're my bro TP, Goku and Krillin. But like Krillin and Chaozu team up for adaptability or shit. That's not how you spell subtle, Joe. I hate to burst your bubble, but
Subtle, subtle. Ooh,
okay.
so ready for another one?
Hmm.
I said this one to you earlier before the stream started. Okay,
Okay.
it's Vegeta's arc as Majin is great until you realize he, just like in the Cell games, faces no lasting consequences for screwing things over for himself. Also, the other one was no human characters that aren't Krillin and Bulma weren't handled better in Z. That's real nostalgia blindness talking.
Had us in the first half. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I like that first
Exactly.
half of that. I like that first half of that, but like the second half is like, what are you even saying? I am confusion about what your meaning is. Can you please explain it to me better?
Yeah.
No, IDK what to call myself question mark. Oh wait, you don't mean X as in ship. I just realized that. I'm sorry. I was gonna say no, it's Raditz and Yamcha, but no. Okay. Fuck. Look, Vegeta and Yamcha work together. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, pair them up. Somebody get on this. Write this fic. Shit. Somebody write this fic. I am going to scream. I need this to exist now. Oh man. Tien's rivalry with Goku was very interesting, and I really liked it because Tien's
It was done better in the
bases.
anime.
You think? Well, I don't remember it too well from the manga. Tien's bases in. So you're probably right because of the fact that I don't remember it that well in the manga. Um,
Because
Tien's reasoning for having a rivalry with Goku was based on him being pissed that Goku killed Commander. I mean, not Commander. I mean, what was his name? What was his name? What was his name? Babe, babe, babe. You're supposed to be my memory box. What was his name?
whose name?
The guy Goku killed that was Tien's master's
M-
brother.
Mercenary Tao.
Thank you, Mercenary Tao. I almost said Zhao, and I was like, it's not Zhao. I've been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender with my mom lately. Tao. Okay, so Mercenary Tao, right? Tien was pissed because Goku admitted to killing Mercenary Tao, and it was only made, and Tien's anger was only made worse because Goku showed no remorse for it. Because when Goku was a kid, he didn't have that empathy level because he himself had not lost somebody to a murder or to somebody killing them before. Like Grandpa Gohan was the only person in Goku's life at that point who had died, and Grandpa Gohan dying was, as far as Goku knew, was a random monster like stepped on him, right? So he had no basis for revenge for somebody killing someone you care about before Krillin, right? Later that fucking tournament, right? um, so like, oh, that's even better actually because Tien gets pissed off at Goku, and it's only made worse by Goku being like, "Yeah, I killed him. So what? He's a fucking asshole." Right? And then Goku later has somebody he cares about who died, and the person has no remorse over it and actually gloats in it, which is even worse than what Goku did. But like, that's what made Tien's rivalry with Goku so deliciously good, right? Is because it was based on emotion. It was based on a personal connection that goes beyond jealousy.
So, yeah, just to add to that, that's mostly anime because in the manga they don't actually even meet till in the middle of the tournament.
Well, like, Tien already wanted to beat Goku because
No, no,
fuck
he
you, you're
wanted to
turtle.
beat all. He wanted to beat all the turtle school
Yeah.
stuff. But in the anime, they meet before the tournament was ever the thing. Remember? Because in the anime, Goku had to fight this monster named after the. Had to fight a monster that Tien and Chaozu were releasing on this village, and they were getting paid to stop the monster that was basically theirs, and Goku exposed them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so and by the time the anime version of the 22nd tournament rolled by, Goku already knows them and they know Goku, which makes their rivalry even better because they already fought once
Yeah,
before.
yeah, they already had reason to have a predetermined hatred of him, dislike of him at
Yeah.
least. Okay, but yeah, yeah, Tao threw the bomb, but Goku kicked it back at him. You know, it if Goku didn't kick it back at him, he would have been alive. You know, and so it's like, yeah, philosophically speaking, you can say Tao, you know, it was on his own damn fault. He killed himself. You can say that, right? He died by his own means, and that's true. And philosophically speaking, you can get to it. Goku's not a philosopher, especially not when he was a kid. He kicked the bomb to Tao, and then the bomb exploded, and then Tao died. Oh, I killed him. Yeah.
Yep. So this one's mostly for people who've been reading the Super manga, right?
Mm-hmm.
Moral arc is better than Cell Saga.
Yeah, I can't respond to that because I haven't been reading it. Have fun, chat.
Ooh, this Yeah, that one's and this one's for you, Kyrie. Kai.
Kai. Yeah.
This one will be just for you. Super Saiyan 3 ruined the idea of Super Saiyan because it introduced the trend of a new transformation slash form every arc.
Oh, like that's more meta, but it is a Dragon Ball hot take, and I see it. I actually see it. Like if Dragon Ball ended at end of Z, it wouldn't be a problem. But the fact that Super Saiyan 3 existed in the Buu saga and then the series kept going, that is true. It is what introduced the trend.
Yeah, because Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue,
Mm-hmm.
Master Super Saiyan
Oh,
Blue
right.
Evolve, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So people are catching up to my first one, and they're saying nah to So the Cell arc is better for them. Oh, I love this one.
Hold on.
Oh, oh my god. You okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm fine.
Oh my god, that this one got a laugh out of me.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I actually gotta. Before you say that, I gotta respond to Sean Paul's comment here of Goku showed no mercy against the Red Ribbon Army. Yes, but I want to throw out there that in Muscle Tower, when Goku was trying to fight, I think it was in Muscle Tower when he fought that big old android dude, right?
No,
No, was that somewhere else?
that was literally when he's assaulting the Red Ribbon Army base, showing no
Oh,
mercy.
okay. Yeah, my bad. So when he's fighting the big old android dude, right? Are you sure it was that Muscle Tower? He like did a
There, okay.
Kamehameha, or I said
Was it?
Kamehameha. Holy shit!
Yeah.
A
Okay.
relapse. He
The
did it.
one you're,
Mm-hmm.
the hun, just sorry. The one you're thinking about, right? With the big Kamehameha knocks off the head.
Yeah.
That's when he's assaulting the Red Ribbon Army base. Muscle Tower was Android 8.
Well, I know Ader was there. I just thought they were both there, so that's my bad. Okay, thank you. Thank
I
you for
think
setting that
I think they
straight.
were both there in Path to Power.
That might have been what screwed up with my memory. But anyways, words and stuff with thoughts of things. He blows off Home Dude's head, and then he is really freaked out, and he's like, "Oh my god, I did a bad thing," you know. And I think that says something. I think that says something about his personality and how he feels about killing people, right? So I think there's a chance that there's like I think there's a possibility that him killing all those people in the Red Ribbon Army, it's been too long for me to definitively make this claim. So take this opinion with a grain of salt. It's just a thought. It's not a dead set opinion I have. There is a possibility that a lot of him killing the Red Ribbon Army guys was him not realizing people can't survive the shit he was throwing at them.
I no,
So
I don't think that was it.
when he saw what he thought was an actual body of someone who had their head ripped off, he got really freaked out.
I think he was more freaked out by the fact that hey, I blew his head off and he's still standing.
No, because he said I did a bad thing. I remember that very clearly from the manga. He's like, "Oh my god, I did a bad thing," and he's like shaking and freaking out.
Hmm. Maybe. Maybe you're right.
Okay, so Alexander just confirmed that my memory got screwed up, and I thought they were both there because they were both in the movie.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Path to Power.
Fuck that movie. I'm sorry, I don't. It's very pretty, and I like using elements of it for A and Bs and stuff. Fuck that movie.
You don't you don't remember my full meltdown when we watched that movie together, didn't you?
You remember my meltdown?
You remember my meltdown during the
Yeah,
hurricane? Watching that movie?
yeah, yeah. I do. I talk about the fact that you freak out every time a tornado warning hits me in Meanwhile, I'm just like, bitch, you were on Reddit with me while watching a movie while a hurricane was literally over your house. Shut up.
Tornadoes are worse than hurricanes, okay?
They're not worse. They're not more powerful. Okay, hurricanes are way more powerful. What makes tornadoes worse, quote unquote, is the fact that you can't. There's no warning. You can kind of see storms coming that could possibly have tornadoes, but you can't see tornadoes coming the way you see hurricanes coming.
Okay. Also, identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
You're right. You're right, Omega Rockman. He did. He did a little prayer thing after after he thought he killed the dude. I remember that.
I still love this hot take someone did.
Hmm.
Every Hispanic Dragon Ball YouTuber has clickbait at least twice.
Oh, bruh. I'm not touching that. That's you. That's you who has to touch. That's you who is allowed to talk about that. I can't. I can't talk about that.
Oh,
Not
here's one
touching
for
it.
you.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, technically, kind of for you, but kind of not at the same time.
Hmm.
Vegeta hasn't regressed in the DBS manga. He's actually been steadily improving. And if you disagree, you do not understand Vegeta's character in the slightest.
God, why is the Dragon Ball fandom like this? That second half of that was unnecessary.
Yeah, it was.
Like, no, people can disagree with your
Oh my god.
interpretation of a character and still understand the character. It is possible. Oh my god. But yeah,
I. Oh no.
I don't know what SB YouTuber is.
Oh no.
Only good SB YouTuber? What does SB YouTuber mean? Did they mean to say DB? They did. They meant to say DB because there's an S there. I'm sorry. What the fuck am I? I guess I'm not really a Dragon Ball YouTuber anymore, actually. Because I have been branching out to other things. As I've always wanted to, anyways.
Hey, chat. Just quick FYI, or just quick thing.
Hmm?
Who's ready for Kyrie to have an aneurysm with this next
Kai.
hot take?
Kai. The name's Kai now. By the
Who's
way,
ready?
guys, my name's
Who's
Kai now. Okay, go ahead.
who's ready for Kai to have an aneurysm with this next hot take?
What?
Goku in Dragon Ball Super is smarter than DBZ Goku. And they do elaborate too, because someone asked for elaboration.
Elaborate. Let me hear this bullshit. How does this person judge smart? Quote unquote. How does this person define smart?
Oh wait,
Elaborate.
never mind. Because the elaboration was in DBZ, Goku's vocabulary is intelligent. Meanwhile, in DBS, he wasn't. And someone goes, "But you said DBS Goku." And he's like, "Oh, I worded it wrong. Shut up."
Okay. Okay. That was a roller coaster, but okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Here's one for you
Trigun's good.
though.
I prefer the anime over the manga. But yes, Trigun's very good.
Here's a good one for you though.
Huh.
Vegeta X Goku, best ship.
I would not say best ship. I really like Kakaveji, but I would not say best ship.
Okay.
I don't know what I would say is best ship, like on a more objective level, other than I think the one I like the most is Goku Chi Chi, but that might I don't even know if I'd say that anymore because I'm not really. I really like Krillin and
Uh,
18 too. I like a lot of them, and right now I'm not
I think
hyperfixating on Dragon Ball, so I'm not like really. I don't really care too much about any of them.
honestly, from rereading the manga and stuff, right, just manga only,
Mm-hmm.
I think the only like the one that had the most depth to it is Gohan and Videl.
Well, it's the one that definitely had the most like I wouldn't say depth so much as like it's the one that
Well,
had the
setup
most yeah, it had the most setup and it had the most elaboration, you know. Had the
and the
most
most
focus. Yeah.
the most the most interaction.
Yeah. So at that point, though, like I agree with all that, but at that point, it kind of depends on how you define best ship. You know,
Yeah.
like is it because the whole point of the word, well, yeah, like the idea of I want to see these characters in a relationship is a different level than I like these two characters' relationship. That's two different things. Those go in two totally entirely different conversations.
It
Which one
it
has the
does.
most canon evidence is another one. Versus which one do you like? Because some people ship based on what they think, based on canon evidence, what they think would be a good ship, even or based on character analysis, what they think would be a good ship, regardless of canon evidence of interaction. Um, Versus what has the most likely to becoming canon, right? Like,
Mhm.
example, I'm not saying spicy noodles is the superior ship, but I like spicy noodles more than I like dragon fruit slash wasabi. I prefer the name wasabi, but I gotta say both because different people use different ones, and the fandom's still confused, right? However, dragon fruit slash wasabi has way more canon evidence, and it's way better set up for it to go there from here, you know. But spicy noodles is my comfort ship, so shut up. I like it more.
You know what else I've noticed about the manga for Dragon Ball?
What?
After the 23rd tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't really see Goku and Chi-Chi like together until the Cell Saga.
Yeah, I mean, like that. You just don't because there's other things that are going on, and the romance is not important comparatively. You know.
That's why anime filler is good.
Yeah, I really, really like the Goku Chi Chi filler arc. I forget what it was called. I forget what people call that arc. Um,
The wedding dress.
yes, thank you. The wedding dress arc. I really like that arc, especially now that I know so much more about Journey to the West, and I see like all like basically aside from the first arc of Dragon Ball, all the Journey to the West like direct references in Dragon Ball are in the wedding dress arc. And that's a generalization. I'm sure there's some that are in other things, but I mean all as in 90% of them are in that one arc. And now that I know a lot more about Journey to the West, it's really fucking cool to see them.
Yeah. Here's a music hot take.
Mm-hmm.
Sumitomo over Kikuchi.
Yeah, those words mean nothing to me. I'm sorry. I can't. I
Um,
can't. I can't have
Dragon
a
Ball
part in that.
Dragon Ball Kai the Final Chapters / Dragon Ball Super music over original Dragon Ball Z Japanese music.
I don't. They're all blurred together to me.
Damn. Okay. What about you,
I
chat? What do you
don't
got to
mean
say
that.
about that?
I don't mean that in a they all sound the same. I mean they're all blurred together, and that I can't call to mind which tracks go to what, and I can't call to mind.
Do do
I
do
can't.
do do do
I can't do
do.
that right now. I can't start humming. You know.
Uh huh.
I will say I think I
Is
really don't like the Dragon Ball Super OST. It has some good ones.
is
It
the
has it
chat still
has good
online?
it yeah. It has some good
Okay.
insert songs, but Dragon Ball Super's OST is like in
I
general.
like I like the OSTs for the movies like Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, and Broly.
Oh, they're pretty cool.
Someone's getting sleepy.
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy again. It's catching up again.
Baby is a better villain than Goku Black.
Facts.
It is,
It's facts. Just
especially since Goku Black is a ripoff of Baby.
especially because Goku Black doesn't have a fucking character.
What do you mean? He's Zycor.
He doesn't have a character. He's just,
Yeah, he
ooh,
doesn't.
look at me. I'm evil and a bitch. And ooh, I'm pink because pink looks good with black and gray colors. Because
No.
black and gray is dark and pink is super bright. So pink and all the sparkles are pretty. Ooh, look, I have a scythe. Oh, look, you fool. I have 72 alternate accounts. Like, okay, okay, buddy. Go over there and stand pretty and shut up. You look good.
It is you who is a sinner.
Fuck off.
Oh, I love you.
Wow, what a hot take, Kyrie. I need to like do something about my username. It's gonna take a lot of googling on how to do it and all that, and what goes into getting your YouTube username changed once you hit 1,000 subs.
This is a weird hot take.
Hmm.
Super Saiyan God is not a Super Saiyan form.
That okay? That is a whole can of worms that I do not feel like getting into. Oh, I'm too tired.
Okay. Okay, here's one. And here's the one that actually you thought was badass too when we watched it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Ultra Instinct Goku Kamehameha slide on Kefla's attack ain't the
Dude,
best.
nah, that shit is sick. You can hate everything about Super.
It's
You can hate the Tournament of Power, but that as an isolated thing is sick AF.
they say it's cool and all, but they've seen better.
They can shut up.
Damn, okay. I love this side. Holy crap.
Yeah,
Caliente.
I'm only at about like 1,300 at the moment, Alexander. Oh, thank you. That's really sweet.
Whew. Oh, you ready for this one?
They hold on, I gotta. All right, go ahead.
But Yamcha and Bulma over anything to do with Vegeta.
Oh, that is a hot take. That is just like for me. That's the same energy. I get the same feeling from hearing that as like seeing that meme of just like, dude, I have no real stake in this conversation, but I'm gonna pull out some popcorn anyways.
Yep. All right. I've been avoiding these. I guess I gotta mention one of
Mm-hmm.
them. You're delusional if you legitimately believe the OG DBZ dub is better than the Kai or the Japanese version. With exception of scenes, Kai is far superior.
With exception of scenes. I hate that. I hate Twitter. I hate Twitter. I hate Twitter. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Because the nature of Twitter means the reason they worded it that way is they didn't want to go into a huge thread because people don't like reading threads, which is fair. But whereas on Tumblr, you can have a huge post, and if people don't feel like reading it, they'll keep going. On Twitter, you just you just shorten your statement down, and so you get stupid comments that you think mean something but mean nothing, like with the exception of scenes. Even if we assume that they meant with to say with the exception of certain scenes. Well, which ones? How many? You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Um.
I don't doubt for a second, for a lot of reasons, that the Kai dub is much better. I just don't care enough to watch it, to watch through it all. And I was enjoying it and all that. And there's a whole lot of reasons why the Kai dub is probably better, but I really do not care anymore. And I'm and
Yeah.
the visuals of it all piss me off. I don't like looking at it. It's ugly.
So okay. Yeah. I get you. Um. Here's another one that is actually a hot take I have not seen out of this whole thread so far.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you want to read Sean Paul's thing first?
Toriyama didn't know what to do with their relationship, so he just made Yamcha a cheater, even though, okay, I don't think Toriyama made Yamcha a cheater. I think that is like a comment, one singular comment from Bulma that was blown out of proportion by the fandom, I mean. That's what I think. That's it. The dub of Kai is just better if you wish to see the original intent. It stays closer to the original material, but I see Z's value and it's a good way to watch. I like Z, but I mean everything you said, Alexander, plus the fact of the nature that the Kai dub was made when it was is like it's better because everyone involved has improved at the craft. You know?
See.
Especially Sean Schimmel. Especially Sean Schimmel. Christopher Sabat, it's like, dude, what happened to your range? You know?
I think in Kai Part 1, he's actually really, really good. Kai Part 2 kind of goes eh.
It's why do Piccolo and Vegeta have to sound basically the same now?
I mean,
What
they've kind
happened?
of always sounded.
What happened to his range?
I think it's mostly the fact that that old Piccolo voice destroyed his voice a lot. Because it was always like that deep gurgle, like, what are you talking about? You know?
Yeah, I get you.
So here's a comment I have not seen out of this whole thread so far. You're gonna love this. All right, this one is like two, three. This one has four of them, four short little ones, right? And then it ends with them going bye bye and a gif of them running away. First one, moral arc was well written. DBS anime is trash. Toyotaro is way too good for DB. 98% misunderstand DBS.
Okay. The one I
Okay,
question about is the one I question the most is Toyotaro is too good for DB.
yeah. Oh, this one deserves a like from me. Apparently, having a character having a loving father is a effing hot take in this community, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Wait, say that again. I missed part of that.
Apparently, having a character. Apparently, having a character having a loving father is an effing hot take in this community, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh. How about you guys? You guys in the chat have any good
Well,
hot takes?
Sunny Woods, I wouldn't say not having a range is a bad thing for voice acting. It's just annoying when you're one of the people who gets put in literally fucking everything because you're the easiest person to get a yes from, and you're the easiest person to get a hold of and get a yes from. So he's in fucking everything, and he's like the main character in fucking everything. And so that plus him kind of missing his, not really having that much of a range, it it gets really tiresome. Um, Johnny Young Bosch is my favorite voice actor, right? He actually has a good range, but he gets specifically requested to do the Vash voice a lot. So that's why you hear that a lot. But even with him specifically getting requested to do that same voice, it's not as annoying, and I love him and I love hearing him and stuff because of the fact that he's not in fucking everything and I have to hear the Vash voice in every fucking thing I watch. Um like where's the stuff and thoughts and things? Uh Apparently he's a character in One Piece now. Like holy shit, I like his character. I like who he plays in One Piece and I like how he does it. Johnny Young Bosch, and I know it's because Johnny Young Bosch is a union voice actor and isn't contracted. I think it's union. I don't know. Point is, Christopher Sabat is contracted to Funimation. Johnny Young Bosch isn't, and so that's part of why he doesn't get in as much stuff. And it's especially not in as much shonen stuff. Um, so all of those facts. That's like the best way I can explain it. Is that's part of what leads me to love Johnny Young Bosch, despite him not showing a good range in his work versus Christopher Sabat, who has about the same kind of situation with a range, even less of one actually, and just getting really fucking pissed off. Oh yeah. Well, wait, I don't know about main protagonist. Uh he gets a lot of reoccurring supportive roles or very active supportive roles. Hawk from Hawk from words. Okay. Fuck me with a toaster. I can't. Shit. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Hawk from Akatsuki no
Sake's voice
Yano is
actor?
arguably a protagonist, but it's actually, obviously Yona, and he is a love interest, main supporting, secondary main character there. Um, he's fucking a million people in Dragon Ball, but that's fair because when they initially got Dragon Ball Z to dub, they had very few people, so someone had to do it. Um, and then he's in My Hero Academia. He's All Might. He gets a lot of teacher roles, yeah, especially because he's got the really big, gruff bass. He gets a lot of strongman, Superman type characters like All Might. Yeah, yeah. He's in a lot of shit, and it can get really annoying trying to watch something, and it's just I don't even hear their character at this point. It's just I'm visualizing Christopher Sabat in the booth. You
Play a
know?
game of Spot the Sabbath.
And again, it's not that he's a bad voice actor. He's not really doing anything wrong. It's just he's in everything and he doesn't have that much of a range. And so maybe they should chill out and actually fuck simuldubbing. Simuldubbing ruined dubbing. I said it. Hi. Hi, Jean Louis. Simuldubbing ruined dubbing.
Thank you for coming to Kyrie's TED Talk for that
Kai.
one. Kai,
Yeah, thanks for
I will
coming to my
get this one.
to my TED Talk. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
So ready for another one?
Yeah, it's just Chris cosplaying is what it is. And, yeah, go ahead.
Goku doesn't need Vegeta. Super has arguably done more for Dragon Ball and the community than all of Z. Z is
Wait.
still better
Start that
overall.
again. Say that again.
So the first one was Goku doesn't need Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
Super has arguably done more for Dragon Ball and the community than Z. Z is still better overall.
Okay, on that second one, yes, but in a negative way. Moving on.
Kef- Kefla is no different from Vegito, Gotenks, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as far as personality goes.
Hold on, cut him a break, man. Needs to work. Yeah, he does, but so do other voice actors, and also Christopher Sabat has gotten plenty of work as main characters. He will survive if he doesn't get the next main supporting character. Simul. Simul dubbing. It's simul as in short for simultaneous. The idea is they get something dubbed and released um at most a couple hours after it's released, after the episode's released in Japan. Uh oh gosh. Oh, Alexander, that makes me happy because that's what I strive for. So like simul dubbing. Robo, did you just think I meant Shimmel? Oh my god, no. Simul dubbing. As in short for simultaneous. um, simul dubbing. And the reason I say it ruined dubbing is because it made the problem of them turning to their contracted voice actors that they trust and that they know and that they can expect to get, or that they can trust and that they know. People they know can come in, do a good job, and get out. Whereas, so you get the same voice actors recycled over and over and over again and you don't really get characters who can really fill the roles as well because they don't know everything about the story most of the time. They don't know where the anime is going. They're just, oh, here's this episode, translate it, get it out. They have too much. They don't have enough time to really select the best voice actor for the job. But because gamers and anime fans are little pieces of impatient shits, they need simul dubbing. They want the dub the same time as the sub.
See,
Oh yes, Schimmel dubbing, where everything is just Sean Schimmel playing a different Goku. Oh, I want to that
There's
alternate universe where we're living in the we're living in the Sabbath dubbing universe, and then there's a Schimmel dubbing universe.
I have a PhD in dueling. I prefer the term doctor,
Look,
thank
that
you.
is such a good. I love that line from him. I love Sean
The
Schimmel, man.
best.
This
Beerus went
is
from
one that's not a hot take. It's a very very ice cold take, but Sean Schimmel is better at Wukong from Lego Monkey Kid than he has ever been for Goku.
who's the best Goku voice actor?
Mm. I don't know. I get their names mixed up, and I apologize. And I get mixed up who was voicing which version. It all gets fucked up in my head.
You can just let me know. I can just say it for you.
Well, no, that's the problem. I don't
Oh,
know. I don't know. Like, I can't. I get them all mixed up in my head.
mine's Calamus.
It's Masquerade. The way they do it is they're in contact with the original. They get a contract with the anime before the anime comes out, and so they get to fuck words and stuff and thoughts and things. And so they work with the anime, or they get the script ahead of time. Basically, they get the script before it comes out in Japan, and they get their dubbing done like yeah. That's why they can't do it with everything. And which is also kind of got to be confusing as fuck. Well, no, because I don't know. It's also got to be really difficult with like timing up voice lines with the visual because Japan is awful and terrible to their animators and it fucking sucks. Um,
Sunny Woods. There's like 3 of them.
oh, see, that's exactly my problem. I like
There's
the one from World's Strongest, but World's Strongest,
Calamus.
as you know, yeah, World's Strongest, as you know, is something that the voices from World's Strongest hit that nostalgia meter for me because my brother and sister had it on VHS and played it over and over and over and over and over again.
You even have his autograph too, Peter
Mhm.
Calamus.
Mhm.
That was a good day.
Yeah.
Here's one you'll like. Beerus went from fun and lovable to dull and frustrating.
Yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that actually. A lot of the problems that persist in Dragon Ball Super would have been stopped if the series ended sooner, right? If we just had the movie, Beerus and Whis would have been awesome. If we just cut it off at End of Z, like the power creep wouldn't be as bad.
Wait, which one? Oh, from the movie?
Okay, Omega Rockman knows more about simuldubs than me.
Yeah. Bless you, Shadow. God, Dragon Ball fandom, I swear.
Gotta love them. Probably gonna end
Cause
stream soon. I'm tired.
okay, I guess I should find. Okay, I found the big one then. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's the
We
last
got
one to go
one
off
more
on.
to send us home. Let's go.
Okay, the bit with 16 giving Gohan that pep talk before dying didn't make any sense. Why is a
Oh.
robot? Huh?
Sorry, I glanced at that one, but I didn't read the whole thing. So go.
Okay. The bit with 16 giving Gohan that pep talk before dying didn't make any sense. Why is a robot? Why is a robot? He's only just now met the breaking point. If they had any previous interactions and there are common grounds they share to go off of, it'd work. But as it stands now, however, it doesn't to me.
See, I like that comment, especially because they said, they were it was informative. They explained their opinion. and they said to me at the end, and so it was like very obviously, this is my opinion, these are my reasonings, I'm kind of passionate, or I kind of feel strongly about it. Like, fucking, that person's a hero of this thread. That person's the hero of this. Okay, we're gonna crown them the best comment. Anyways, um, I kind of understand that. I'm ignoring that comment from Sharper Whisper. Um, I,
I knew you
I just
would.
saw the first part of it and went, nope. Anyways, I understand where they're coming
Did you,
from, and I respect it very much so, and I kind of agree to, or I agree to a degree, right? And where I
they
kind of
also
start to falter. Oh, there's more. Go ahead.
there's more, yeah, because someone replied to them and they replied to them.
Mm-hmm.
Their reply was, "It just doesn't feel impactful enough. It's emotional to the audience because we spent time with 16, but to Gohan, 16's a stranger. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it would have worked best if they had time together, or it was mixed more with the Cell Junior's beatdown to seem emotionally overwhelming."
Okay. I also like that second idea of like if it happened during the Cell Junior beatdown or something, it would have been even better. Um, but here's the thing, something that I think might have maybe just gotten lost, and like wasn't something that just like wasn't portrayed well enough that could have been could be a read of that whole situation, but because it wasn't portrayed this way that well, it just kind of misses the mark for a lot of people, including myself, until I just thought of it. Um, is that it was kind of the point that Gohan didn't know him because the speech. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Because I get this speech mixed up with the dub, and I know that I'm pretty sure the dub messed it up. Um, and I don't know
Yeah.
what elements of it are messed up and what aren't. What's my memory's
Hmm.
fucked up with it. But to what I can remember, the point of 16 speech is like you gotta. I've been on this earth and I've been enjoying so many of the little things about it and how all life is precious and the only way you can save it is to beat this person and blah 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 blah, right? um, which was like a personal to him thing and why he felt like Gohan needed to just fucking let it go and do it. Let it go, obligatory,
Here,
sing along. Anyways,
yeah.
obligatory. So I think it might have been kind of the
The
point that Gohan didn't know him and that was the tipping point because of the fact that the speech, to what I can remember, was focused on the all life is precious and to remember that all
I
life is
got
precious. It's important to know when you have to
that's
step up and fight, you know?
I guess kind of it. I found the speech from the manga.
Oh, yeah, hit me.
16 goes, "Son Gohan, it is not a crime to fight for good. There are some who will never listen to words. Feel the anger, set your passions free. I know how you feel, but you don't have to hold back." And then he's like, "The wild animals and the forests I loved, don't let them be destroyed. Protect them for me." And then he dies.
Okay. Give me half a second. I have my thoughts. I want to make sure I know how to get them out. Okay, so just no talking for a second.
You're sharper, you're wrong, and you can
Babe!
stand there in your wrongness.
I said no talking for a second. Let me get these thoughts together because I'm tired and a little
I'm sorry.
manic and everything. All right.
I'm sorry. She triggered me.
Okay. I fucking love you. Um. Okay. So basically, right. What I was saying still kind of stands, but in an even harder to prove way, right? Um, because it's a little more subtle. It's even more subtle. But the fact that it ends with him saying that after saying there are some things worth protecting, and then it's something that it's like it's the animals and the life, the plants and the animals and shit, right? It's like it wasn't even the people. It wasn't about individual connection. That's not what 16 wanted to protect. He didn't want to protect the people and the personal connections he made with other people. He wanted to protect the animals, right? And so and so the idea of Gohan snapping after hearing that to someone who oh gosh, to someone who wasn't like did not have a personal connection with Gohan like that, right? Kind of drives 16 points 16's like ladder point home, that subtle point home. um Gosh, but Gohan, because he didn't know him, and so he couldn't. Are y'all really gonna just start doing this? Sean Paul did it, and now Alexander's doing it. Okay, my chat is ruined. Um. Anyways, I fucking love it. It's a real animal lover. Well, too bad. I'm taken. Um. Oh, he was a real animal lover, not he wants. Babe, I need to sleep.
You're almost done. You just gotta get through the last point.
Yeah. So I think I pretty much said what I mean, and I if I try to elaborate further, I'm gonna lose it and muddy it even more. Quantum.
My
Yeah,
contribution to the stream
Alexander.
right there.
That's kind of the idea is that I'm trying to get at Alexander is that like 16 didn't really connect with anyone, and so it's like I understand and respect and kind of agree with the comment that person on the thread made. Like it would have been so much better if Gohan had made a personal connection to 16 or something else made it
16.
more overwhelming. Or better
Six,
yet, if it was
16.
fucking Krillin trying to console Gohan. Like don't kill Krillin again cuz Lord knows we're sick and tired of that. But also that's Goku's thing.
16.
You loved
You
life.
loved life.
Yeah.
You gave everything you
Everything you
could to
had to
save
save
it.
it.
I watched you die. And
The thing is that the
oh,
way the voice actress said that 16, you loved life, good or bad, however your opinion is, it's pretty iconic.
it was just unnecessary.
Yeah, it was, but like good or bad, the way they said it was kind of iconic. But anyways, yeah, you get what I'm saying. Do you understand what I'm saying, or do I need to like re-explain it a different way?
He's saying that it was subtle because it wasn't about 16 connecting with people, and it was just him trying to get Gohan to
Mm-mm.
accept that it's okay to get angry and
No.
to get angry to protect. Because no,
That's all true, but that wasn't what I was trying to get at. So let me try again because it's on me. There's a parallel there. That's what it is. There's a parallel between 16 requesting to save the animals and the plant life when he didn't have any kind of personal connection to them, while saying there are some things in this life worth protecting, leads into or has that parallel with Gohan snapping at wishing he could have had the power to save 16 even though he didn't have that personal connection to him. Did I do
right,
better? Did that explain it better? I
a
don't
little
mean
bit,
that
yeah.
in a, oh my god, did I dumb it down for you enough? I mean that in a, I'm tired and genuinely do not know if the words coming out of my mouth are in English anymore.
That was good.
Okay.
Can I just say though? Can I just
Hmm.
say though? Right.
Hmm.
There was something Sonny Wood said that just maybe got kind of get triggered, and I just want to bring this up right now before you end the stream.
Hmm.
How the hell does an old man like Jiro get someone like 21 and have a kid like 16? See how nasty that boy is? That old man is?
Gold digger. No, I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
Okay, Jade Village or Jade, you are right. That's it. Facts.
I think y'all are wrong.
Fuck you.
You're I mean, oh, I can't even say that. Fuck.
No. Not even true. Anyways.
It's not.
Yeah, I did actually.
Sean Paul wins the night. He wins the night. That's it. Debate's over.
I'm biased. I'm biased towards Quantum, so I'm not allowed to have an opinion on that statement.
That's because I used a voice for her.
Okay, guys, we gotta end stream. I made that too obvious. Oh my fucking god, I made that too obvious. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Oh no, I made that too obvious. Oh, fuck. I can't take it back. There is no taking it back. Oh my
You
god,
can't.
that's it.
It should have stayed buried.
I'm okay. Say that again.
You should have stayed buried.
Add a toaster to the fucking equation. Robo's a real one. Robo's been here a while. Robo's a real one. Sharper
Yeah.
too, because Sharper gets it.
Yeah.
I think they just caught up to you saying that line and me just being dumb and outing myself so fucking hard.
Yeah,
I think he
probably.
kind of knows. I mean, based on the little interaction I've had with Sean, which, you know, I've had actual interaction with him, I've discussed things with him, but it is little. I would say I think he knows. Um, and I think he I think it boosts his ego pretty well, as it should, because hot damn. Like, Jade, have you
You're not.
seen? I posted it on Twitter a long time ago. I was manic, and I recorded myself rewatching the last 2 episodes of season 2 of Monkey Kid. And when Wukong shows up, I was like, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. There's my husband! And then he says let's test that theory, and I went, whoo! That's hot! That's so hot! Sean Schimmelman! Yeah.
You
And
can
yeah,
tell who's the OGs in this chat.
yeah, it's okay. Alexander's a really good and nice new fan. He's just new. One of my phrases that I say that I came up with in college, right? Uh is fuck me with a toaster is a phrase. Like some people have fuck me running, some people have like, you know, a lot of other things, and mine is just fuck me with a toaster. And it comes out. I think I've said it once or twice in this stream, but it was like mumbled. It was like, oh my god, fuck me with a toaster. I think I've done it twice in this stream, but you know. Ah, dang. Dang. Dang, dang, diggity dang. I'll have to post it to my Discord, honestly. I'll have to post it. I'm not gonna post
I
the
ain't got no.
whole thing. That shit is, but like I clipped some parts of it before, so I'll post it to the public Discord eventually someday. Hmm. All right, we need to end stream.
We do.
I don't really want to, but it's 9:43. I'm getting kind of tired. It's a good time for me to start winding down and go lay down and stuff. Yeah.
See.
Yeah, fuck me with a toaster is a classic Kai quote, and it's trademarked and patented, and you can't have it, Alexander.
And yeah, if you think you can take it, I'll take back what you stole.
Whew! I'm okay. Okay. So there's also the time I was talking with a friend and I was venting about an ex-friend, right? Who was like, ugh. But I made the comment to him. It was kind of mean, but I had said to my friend that I was venting to, talking about the ex-friend, like, look, I know I'm thirsty as fuck, but you're cactus juice and I am not Sokka. So yeah. Yeah, I need to stream, or I do stream on the animation channel sometimes too. But when I'm streaming on the animation channel, it's when I'm doing art. So you can find the animation channel. It's just there. It has a picture of my persona as the PFP. It's just that. That's the animation channel. You can find it.
That foxtail.
No, babe, stop. Oh my god, stop. Oh my god. I can't believe you do this to me. Why would you do this to me? You're so mean.
Am I?
All right, for real. If I could keep going, but this is a lull in the conversation, and now is a good time for me to go lay down and start chilling out and trying to go to sleep, right? For my own fucking health.
Yes.
Um, so good to knock to people. Take care of each other. You guys, this was great. This was a very fun stream. I was expecting it to last like 15 to 30 minutes because I was expecting it to just mostly be Quantum and I going down this list and going back and forth because we were doing it for a while and I thought it was funny and we had the energy for
Ooh,
a good stream going. I'll
ooh,
probably keep
pick
this
me,
one public, honestly.
pick me.
What?
Hey guys, if you want Kyrie to do more streams like this,
Okay.
just let her know on her Twitters, and then we'll read all your hot takes on another stream.
You should. You should also. I no longer have the Twitter app on my phone because Twitter was really bad for me mental health wise because Twitter is like a freaking it's like a rave. It's like a convention rave. You can go there and you can have fun or just a convention party. You can go there and have fun and talk with people and you meet a lot of cool people. But that kind of high energy social interaction, even for the most extroverted person, aka myself, especially with a lot of toxic conversation on it in general, it's just bad. So I use Twitter like on my desktop every once in a while. I'll check my Twitter. I'm not living on it anymore. It was really bad. So my Tumblr should be linked in the should be linked, uh, or at least you should see my user. Yeah, yeah. You can get to my Tumblr. Send me a. You can send me a nonce. I like to keep a non open until the day if somebody comes in and ruins it for everybody. Um,
Oh, you should also follow me on Twitter
yeah. Follow Quantum.
at Quantumexia.
Mm-hmm. Follow him. Follow Quantum Mixia.
Uh-huh. Shameless plug.
Man.
All right, say goodnight, Kai.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Don't do drugs.
Take care of yourselves and be responsible.